Hello, everyone. I am Gigi. I am located in the Midwest in Chicago. We have beautiful weather today, and it inspired me to come on because I don't do videos often, but to come on and share some individual scents that I've been wearing and enjoying. Some are throwbacks that I don't pull off the shelf often, and some combinations that I also have gotten compliments on or I smelled myself because sometimes people don't give you compliments. Let's just be real. So you have to enjoy your own scent. But I'm going to share those with you. I'll try not to talk too long, but what I do is we just come on and have this conversation. You hear me out, you share in the comments, and we go from there. So without further ado, I'm going to talk about the honorable mention, which is what I have on today, sent them today, and it is none other than Angel Nova. I don't wear this often. I am cheating myself. I will be pulling for it, especially as this weather becomes spring and summer. This is beautiful, and I smelled it all day. At first, I was thinking, oh, I may have put too much on, but I enjoyed it so much. There's no such thing with this one as putting too much on. Next, you can get this. It's fairly inexpensive from Ulta. I actually got a compliment on this last week at work. I didn't know that others could smell it, but it's XO Chloe. Beautiful, fresh, clean. Just a beautiful scent. I don't know the notes. You can look that up, okay? Another one for the spring, summer. I wear it year round. I like to mix it with vanilla, caramel, maybe sometimes violet scents, but this is Mont Blanc Signature. It is a beautiful, like clementine, sweet, sugary, fresh, all of the above, okay? I pulled recently something that was a throwback scent that I didn't use a lot, even when it was like up and coming, like, you know, people were having FOMO and people were raving about it on social media, but it's none other than Dolce & Gabbana, the only one. Nice, sweet, caramel, like latte, just a very enjoyable scent, and I smelled it on myself all day long. So this will be coming off the shelf more often as well. So now I think we can go into some layering combinations. And the first one is, I do it different ways, but I usually start off, if I don't share a base, then just know it's either EOS Vanilla Cashmere or something that's just a neutral base. Josie Moran, her unscented or golden hour, or the Tree Hut, like I just shared, the Tree Hut Sweet Cream. All right. So what I usually do is I'll put the lotion in my hand, a little bit of just almond oil, sweet almond oil that I get from Whole Foods, and then I'll spray the actual scent before I spray it on my clothes. But this is an inexpensive scent. Beautiful. It is by Zara. It is called Must 004. I usually like to combine this with Prada Amati. This is an almond scent, these two together or separate. Sometimes I might throw on another layer with the Dossier Fleur. If you know about this, this is a flanker to Dossier U, but it's more of a really sweet, powdery. I want to say it's probably some heliotrope in here. I'm not sure, but those two combined, or the three, however you want to do it, beautiful. Also, what I like to layer or wear by itself is Heal the Way. And I also wear Heal the Way with a pistachio lotion base. So whether it's Pistache by that company or the EOS Pistachio, that's a beautiful one because pistachio is a note in here. Recently, I was out and about and I had on a dupe, a Middle Eastern dupe for Silky Woods, and it's called Gladiator's Oath by Ministry of Oud. And I was in Target. A lady walked past me in the aisle. She said, "Ma'am, you smell so good." So I had this on all day at work. I didn't really smell it on myself, but then I forgot that I recently, that later on that night after I got off work, sprayed this to test it. So I don't know which one she liked, but you can do both. And if you don't want to try both, then do them separately, but they both will garner compliments. This is by Orentica, and it's called Noble. So if you know, Orentica makes flankers, not flankers, Middle Eastern dupes, Baccarat Rouge, Gentle Fluidity Gold. They have a new one that's supposed to smell like another 13. It's called, I I think it's called Nude or something, but it's the same family, Aurantica. All right. My niece recently got married, and I knew that I wanted a combination that was going to last all night. I didn't have to reapply. I didn't want to be worried about that. But I think when I say I dropped a bomb on myself because I smelled me all night long, I didn't need to layer these scents. One by itself is nuclear. But I chose to layer, and this is a scent that I had FOMO. I wanted to get it because all of the rave. I didn't want to miss out on it, but it sat around for the longest because I really couldn't handle the aldehydes in it. But now I've changed, and I can appreciate this. And it's none other than Parfums de Marly Valaya, the original. I smell the exclusive, but I feel like if I want that scent, then I can just tone this one down with a vanilla base or something a little more powdery or musky. But so I layered this with Ball the Freak by Byredo. I saw this on TikTok, so I can't get credit for it. But what I can get credit for, I just didn't stop there. I don't know what I was thinking. And when I layer, I don't put a scent right on top or directly on top of the other. I put them in different spots of my body. I already had these two. Banging. Then I added another 13. So I hope I wasn't offensive to people. If you're family and you're watching this and you smell me and I smell good and you didn't compliment me that night, drop a comment for your girl, for your family, for your cousin. Otherwise, I hope I didn't offend anyone. I hope I didn't mess up their olfactory senses, because as the heat activated on the dance floor and throughout the night, yeah, I smelled myself. And I still smell this combination on the clothes I wore. She got married on February 21st. And I haven't washed it because it was a sequence dress or a two-piece dress. So I have to get that dry clean. So that's why I can say that it's not clean and I can still smell that scent. Moving on. Probably the last combination, and it's a big one because you can interchange. It's interchangeable however you want to do it. But my niece and her husband, her now husband, congratulations. I won't gatekeep because I loaned them some of my scents, because I told her you want to have a signature scent on your wedding. You want it to be a memorable moment, something you can always go back and when you smell that fragrance or someone is by you, it will remind you of that special moment in your life. So she came over, they shopped the closet, and they found things that they like. He wore, Sublime, Middle Eastern scent, and Camera. Those were the two that he mixed together. And I walked up on him at the reception, and brother smelled good. I smelled that Sublime over everything. But nonetheless, what she wore was Kayali, Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar, sorry. And she started off with a base of Pink Cotton by Duncan's and Aroma. This is the oil. I also have the perfume. But she started off with these two. And because she fell in love with the combination, she kept going. And she added Montel Bubble Forever. And I think my niece also added this Middle Eastern scent. We can't find it now. She wants it. It's called a knob. And Sharita M on YouTube put me onto this. It is wonderful. I had it on yesterday. All day I was smelling it. So you can do this combination. I don't have enough room between the two hands. What I like to do is I like to also put the base of Snow Fairy from Lush. Beautiful scent. They even have one called now Super Fairy, which is Super Milk and Snow Fairy mix. But that's beautiful. I also had to put my niece on game and tell her, since you love this, make sure you get on sale at Sephora when they have their sales or directly from the Kayali website. But if you don't want to wait and you're impatient, you can always get Kair Confection because it's beautiful. It lasts and projects probably more than Kayali, but this baby has macerated, so it's banging too. But $30, we found it online, and I told her, you better cop it. Go ahead and get it. It's gonna be a little sweeter, a little bubble gummy. I think more with this than the Kayali. Beautiful. But what I also like to add to these when I wear them, or I love to wear this alone. Matter of fact, I love to wear this alone. And my base when I wear it will be Snow Fairy lotion and this oil. Those two and this Wave Child 1015 Love-O-Matic. This is such a beautiful scent. It is like another 13 with a bubblegum note to it. It is also that ambroxan, that, you know, that scent that you may not smell, but others will smell. So for instance, I put this on at 7:30. Someone at work, a couple people at work gave me compliments. I couldn't even hardly smell myself. I went by my mom's. My sister was there. We're talking like 5:30, 6 o'clock at night. No reapplication. Same layering that I did at 7:30 in the morning, and my sister could smell me. A coworker that I shared a classroom with, I got up from my seat at my desk. She was maybe about, I don't know, she wasn't that close to me. And she said, oh, wow, you smell good. So this really projects when you don't think. It projects, but it's not offensive. It's enjoyable. I haven't had a person yet who said I smell loud. Everyone gives compliments. So, yeah, this is a banger. And last but not least, I don't have the actual bottle with me, but I recently went to the dentist, and when the actual dentist came in after the hygienist was done with me, she said, ma'am, what are you wearing? You smell beautiful. She said, I smelled you when you walked past my station, and I said I would come in and ask you. And it was none other than Yara Elixir. That's a good one. It really smells good, and it lasts all night. I did not reapply that as well. So some people have a hard time with things lasting. I think for me, what helps is the base, the exfoliation of the skin with the African net sponge in the shower. Wear a neutral vanilla or fresh scent, or wear a scent that complements the fragrance that you're wearing for that day. But that exfoliation with the lotion oil base, spray the perfume in your hand with the lotion and the oil. Spray your body, spray your clothes, and you're going to project. You're going to smell beautiful. I don't believe you'll be offensive. But that is pretty much it for me now. I'm going to try to do more videos because I am absolutely passionate about fragrances. And if you have any ideas, or you liked any of these combos, you have these scents, or if you have combos you want to share, just interact with me. If you've made it to this far, thank you for watching, being patient. I hope you enjoyed some of the things that I shared. If you did, please, I love green, my favorite color, as you can tell. Please put a heart in the comment section. Subscribe. Let's interact. If you have any ideas for combos, like I said, share with me. Until next time, peace and blessings. Take care and live, laugh,